There are places on Earth where money does not shout, it whispers. No flashing cameras, no crowded hotel lobby, no golden sign at the entrance, no one asking for a photo. Just a silent beach, a hidden villa, a private boat waiting in still water, and a guest list so small that even the world's richest people can disappear. This is not the luxury most people imagine. This is not about showing off. This is not about being seen. This is about the one thing billionaires cannot easily buy in normal life: silence, privacy, space. And for some of the richest people on Earth, that has become the real luxury. Welcome to the Velvet Passport. Today, we are entering the hidden world of places where billionaires go when they do not want the world to find them. When most people think about luxury travel, they picture five-star hotels, private jets, white sand beaches, and expensive restaurants. And yes, those things are still part of the story. But the new luxury is different. The richest travelers are no longer only asking, "How beautiful is the hotel?" They are asking something else. Can I arrive without anyone noticing? Can I eat dinner without people watching? Can I swim without another guest beside me? Can I sleep without city noise, phone calls, or cameras? Can I feel like the world has gone quiet? That is why the most powerful travel trend in luxury is not louder, it is softer. It is private islands, secret villas, remote mountain homes, deep wellness retreats, desert camps under the stars, and hidden resorts that almost never appear in public conversation. These places are not built for people who want attention. They are built for people who want escape. 1. Why silence became the new luxury. For normal travelers, luxury might mean a better room, a bigger pool, or a nicer view. But for billionaires, those things are easy. A suite can be booked. A chef can be hired. A jet can be arranged. But peace is harder. Because when someone is extremely rich, famous, or powerful, privacy becomes rare. Their phones never stop. Their names are searched every day. Their faces are recognized. Their business decisions move markets. Their family trips can become news. So when they travel, they do not always want more attention. They want less. That is why silence has become a status symbol. Not the silence of emptiness, the silence of control. No strangers, no crowds, no noise, no one entering their space unless invited. A billionaire may not be impressed by a normal luxury hotel anymore, but give them a private island where the only footprints on the beach are their own, and suddenly that feels priceless. Because real luxury is not always what you add. Sometimes it is what you remove. You remove the crowd. You remove the cameras. You remove the schedule. You remove the pressure. And what remains is something very rare. 2. The private island dream. Imagine waking up in a villa surrounded by ocean. There is no road, no traffic, no sound of elevators, no strangers walking past your door. Only blue water, soft wind, and breakfast waiting on a wooden deck. A boat is anchored nearby. A private chef is preparing fresh fruit. The staff already knows what coffee you like. No one asks your name because everyone already knows it. This is the private island dream. For ultra-rich travelers, islands are powerful because they create a natural wall between them and the world. The ocean becomes security, the distance becomes privacy, and the silence becomes part of the experience. Some private islands have only one group staying at a time. That means the beach, the pool, the spa, the cinema, the dining area, and the boats are all yours. You do not reserve a table. You do not wait for service. You do not share the sunset. You simply live inside a private world. This is why private islands are no longer just romantic places for honeymooners. They have become safe spaces for people who are watched everywhere else. For billionaires, the most beautiful word in travel is not always luxury. Sometimes it is exclusive. And exclusive does not mean gold. It means access that almost no one else has the worth. 3. Hidden villas and off-market homes. But not every billionaire wants an island. Some want a home that does not appear on booking websites. A villa that has no public calendar. A mountain house known only through private contacts. A seaside estate owned by someone who does not normally rent it. This is the world of off-market luxury travel. It is quiet, discreet, and very expensive. These homes are not always advertised. There may be no public photos, no open price, no easy booking button. A travel advisor may need to call the owner directly. Sometimes the owner has to be convinced to rent the property, and if the guest is important enough, the answer may become yes. Then the home changes. A private chef arrives. Security is arranged. The staff is trained. Fresh flowers are placed in every room. The wine cellar is prepared. The pool is heated. The guest's favorite food is stocked before arrival. By the time the billionaire lands, the home feels like it has always belonged to them. That is the magic. They do not feel like hotel guests. They feel invisible. They feel protected. They feel at home, but in a place more beautiful than daily life. And for people who spend most of their lives being watched, that feeling is rare. 4. Quiet luxury design. Old luxury wanted to impress you immediately. Marble floors, huge chandeliers, gold details, large lobbies, crystal glasses. Everything was made to say, "Look how expensive this is." But quiet luxury works differently. It does not shout. It uses natural stone, soft linen, warm wood, open windows, simple lines, neutral colors, fresh air. A room may look calm, almost plain, but every detail is perfect. The bed is handmade. The view is private. The lighting changes slowly through the day. The bathroom opens to a garden. The furniture feels simple, but it costs more than most cars. Quiet luxury is powerful because it does not try too hard. It lets the guest breathe. This is what many luxury travelers now want. They do not want to feel like they are inside a museum. They want to feel restored. They want a place that lowers their heart rate. A place where their mind can slow down. A place where beauty feels natural, not forced. In this world, the most expensive thing in the room may not be visible. It may be the silence between sounds. 5. Wellness as the new rich escape. There was a time when a luxury vacation meant eating too much, drinking too much, and sleeping late. But today, many wealthy travelers want something different. They want to return home better than they arrived. This is where wellness travel comes in. Private yoga at sunrise, sleep programs, cold plunge pools, personal trainers, healthy food designed by nutrition experts, spa treatments based on local traditions, digital detox rooms, breathing sessions, meditation under trees, massages after long flights, and in some ultra-luxury retreats, medical testing, longevity programs, and body recovery plans are part of the experience. For these travelers, vacation is not just a break, it is a reset. They are not only escaping work, they are trying to repair the body that work has exhausted. This is why wellness has become so important in luxury travel. Because money can buy comfort, but comfort is not the same as health. A billionaire may have everything, but still feel tired, still feel stressed, still sleep badly, still need quiet. That is why some of the world's most expensive destinations are not built around nightlife. They are built around rest. A perfect luxury day may now look very simple. Wake up slowly, drink fresh juice, walk barefoot on warm stone, swim in silence, eat clean food, turn off the phone, watch the sunset, sleep deeply. That may not sound dramatic, but for someone whose life is full of noise, that kind of day can feel like medicine. 6. The desert escape. Now imagine a different kind of silence. Not island silence, desert silence. There is no ocean here, no waves, no forest. Only golden sand, wide sky, and a horizon that looks endless. At night, the desert becomes a private theater. The stars feel close, the air becomes cool. A fire burns softly outside a luxury tent. Dinner is served under the open sky. No city lights, no traffic, no crowds, just space. For many rich travelers, the desert offers something very rare: perspective. In the city, everything feels urgent. In the desert, almost nothing does. Time becomes slower. The body becomes calmer. The mind becomes clearer. A luxury desert camp may have fine dining, private pools, spa treatments, and beautiful suites. But the real product is not the room. It is the feeling of being far from everything. That is why desert luxury is growing in appeal. It offers drama without noise, beauty without crowds, adventure without chaos. And most importantly, it offers privacy that feels ancient, as if the world has been quiet there for thousands of years and you are only passing through. The mountain hideaway. Some billionaires do not disappear to the sea. They go up, high into mountains, where the air is thin, clean, and cold. A private chalet in the Alps, a hidden lodge in the Rockies, a glass house above a valley, a ski estate reached by helicopter. Mountains offer a different kind of luxury. They make people feel small. And for powerful people, that can be strangely peaceful. In normal life, they control companies, teams, money, and decisions. But in the mountains, nature is bigger. The weather decides, the snow decides, the silence decides. A luxury mountain escape may include heated floors, private chefs, cinema rooms, wine cellars, saunas, ski guides, and personal drivers. But again, those are only the details. The deeper desire is separation. To be above the noise, to wake up with clouds below the window, to drink coffee while the valley is still sleeping, to ski on quiet slopes before anyone else arrives, to sit by the fire with no need to perform. The mountain does not care how famous you are. And maybe that is why the ultra-rich love it. It gives them something money cannot fully control. A moment of humility. 8. Cultural access. Money can unlock. Luxury travel is not only about hiding. Sometimes it is about access, but not normal access, private access. Imagine walking through a historic palace after it has closed to the public. A private guide opens the door. The rooms are empty. There are no lines. No loud tour groups, no one blocking the view. Or imagine having dinner inside a vineyard with the family that owns it. Not in a restaurant, not from a menu, but at a long table under the stars, with recipes passed down for generations. This is the kind of experience wealthy travelers now want. Not just expensive, meaningful. They want stories. They want culture. They want moments that cannot be repeated exactly the same way. A designer handbag can be bought by many people. A luxury suite can be booked again. But a private dinner with a local family, a closed-door museum visit, or a handmade journey through a remote village feels more personal. This is why modern luxury travel is moving away from simple status. It is moving toward memory. The question is no longer only, how much did it cost? The question is, how impossible was it to experience? 9. Why billionaires avoid crowds. Crowds change everything. They change how people move. They change how people talk. They change how people feel. For normal travelers, a busy beach may still be fun. For someone famous or extremely rich, it can feel risky. A simple photo can become public. A family moment can be shared online. A private conversation can be overheard. A peaceful dinner can become uncomfortable. That is why many wealthy travelers avoid famous places during peak season. They may still visit beautiful destinations, but they do it differently. They arrive by private entrance. They use side doors. They book entire floors. They travel before or after the crowd. They choose villas instead of hotel rooms. They select places where staff are trained in discretion. This is not always about arrogance. Often, it is about safety and peace. The more visible a person becomes, the more valuable invisibility feels. And that is the heart of this story. For most people, travel is a chance to be noticed, to post, to share, to show. But for billionaires, the greatest trip may be the one nobody knows happened. 10. The emotional secret of luxury travel. So what are billionaires really buying when they disappear? Is it the villa, the island, the yacht, the private chef, the mountain view, the perfect beach? Maybe, but those things are only the surface. The real purchase is emotional. They are buying the feeling of not being watched, the feeling of waking up with no demand, the feeling of walking outside without explaining anything, the feeling of being unknown for a few days, the feeling of being human again. That is why the best luxury destinations do not only sell beauty, they sell relief, they sell silence, they sell time. And maybe that is why this kind of travel is so fascinating. Because even if most people will never rent a private island or book an off-market villa, the desire behind it is very human. Everyone understands wanting peace. Everyone understands wanting space. Everyone understands wanting one place where the world cannot reach them. Billionaires may buy that feeling in rare and expensive ways, but the desire itself belongs to all of us. Somewhere tonight, a private boat is moving across dark water. Somewhere, a villa is glowing softly above the sea. Somewhere, a desert fire is burning under stars. Somewhere, a mountain chalet is hidden behind falling snow. And inside these quiet places, the world's richest people are doing something surprisingly simple. They are disappearing. Not because they have nothing, but because they have too much. Too much noise, too much attention, too much pressure, too much world. So they search for the rarest luxury left. A place where no one calls, no one watches, no one follows. A place where silence feels like velvet. And the passport to enter is not only money, it is the desire to vanish. This was the Velvet Passport, where billionaires disappear for silence. Which hidden luxury escape would you choose? A private island? A desert camp? A mountain chalet? Or a secret villa by the sea? Tell us in the comments. And if you want to enter more hidden worlds of luxury travel, subscribe for the next journey. Because the most beautiful places are not always the loudest. Sometimes they are the ones the world never sees.